You should have records and SOPs, meaning standard operating procedures, for the management of complaints, returns, suspected falsified medicinal products, and recalls. Returned medicinal products can be returned to saleable stock if a competent person conducts an assessment and approves the returned product for resale. In the complaints procedure, the first thing is to register the original complaint details. A complaint can be related to the quality or to the distribution of the medicinal product. If it is a problem related to quality, inform the manufacturer or the marketing authorization holder promptly. At the same time, the organization should start an investigation with sufficient support to identify the root cause and apply CAPAs. For example, let's say a temperature excursion occurs during distribution. You then need to ask the manufacturer to make the stability date available for the assessment. Any returned medicinal product is assessed using a risk-based approach, taking into account the storage conditions and the time elapsed since the product was dispatched. The product can only be returned with a delivery note. The packaging should be examined by a competent person to check that the product is in good condition and is in its original packaging. The product should not be expired or recalled. The return should be done within an acceptable time frame. 10 days is acceptable according to the GDP. You will also need recorded evidence that the returned product has been transported, stored, and handled according to its storage requirements. If the returned product turns out to be stolen product, then it cannot be returned to saleable stock. If a product is falsified or suspected of being falsified, then you must follow the Falsified Medicines Directive and immediately inform the competent authority and the marketing authorization holder. The product should be segregated and stored in a controlled area away from saleable stock. The next step is to start an investigation and record all activities and evidence. The management of product recalls is to be described in a procedure. The efficacy of this procedure should be evaluated at least annually. All operations should be recorded contemporaneously and be ready for inspection when needed. The final recall report should collect all evidence. Many transport services and other activities are usually carried out by external logistics service providers in the distribution of medicinal products. A written contract or technical quality agreement between the contract giver and the contract acceptor covers the duties of each party according to the principles and guidelines of GDP. The contract acceptor should provide the premises, equipment, procedures, knowledge, experience, and competent personnel. Self-inspections should be conducted by competent company personnel to monitor implementation and compliance with GDP principles. Independent external consultants can also be contracted to perform audits, although self-inspections should be covered by internal personnel. In the event that deficiencies are observed, their cause should be investigated and appropriate CAPAs should be documented and followed up. Thank you for attending this course. I hope you find it useful and that you have learned what you expected. See you in other courses at Scilife Academy to continue your learning journey.